I am Paul Flynn, and this is Fergal Flynn, one of my brothers. There's 5 of us all together in partnership, working together, and we're farming from Rush in North County Dublin right through to Tara, about a 20-mile radius, about 1,500 acres.
The farmer said it was born, and he father before me, and his father before them, so that's as far as I could go back. Then I retired in '94, and it took five sons to take my place. It's set up in such a way it nearly runs itself, because they're working the same blueprint they're working off. They modernised it, but it's a repeat. They know themselves.
It goes back to the same principle of farming and growing, so it's much the same. Everything never really changed that much, really. Just a few things done different now. Yeah, the machinery will be a lot bigger. There'll be a lot more comfort now.
This yoke's fairly smooth, it's all suspension. It's not your normal tractor. We're putting on a fly spray at the minute for aphids, because if you don't do this at this particular stage, your crop could be down by 30 to 40%. I don't really have to touch the sprayer because the fields are already being mapped out, and the GPS is working. It's turning off, the nozzle's on and off as I drive along. So the computer's gone big time. Everything's computerised. Say from 1950 till now, that's 70 years. We've come on from the horse age to the space age type of thing.
I went through the whole thing, from the hand and the pony to the hand and the horse and the tractor and the diggers and the spinners and the lifters and the harvesters. And I think if you got a half ton of man, you're doing well, digging with the spade. Now there's actually an old harvester here today that can harvest up to 200 tonne a day.
When we get into our peak season, it could be from 7 to maybe 12, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, just maybe for maybe 5 or 6 weeks, and possibly could be 7 days a week. If the weather permitting, if it's good, and we're at harvest, we're working. In the harvest time, when all the kids are off school, and the kids that are old enough to do a bit of work, they do be out doing it. So there could be maybe with us 5, and there could be another maybe 8 or 9 of nieces and nephews all working here at the same time. And nearly all the nieces and nephews, even the older ones that have gone maybe to work elsewhere, have all done their time here doing something for a couple of days or a couple of weeks before they went elsewhere, because they all wanted pocket money. When we were growing up, we did it. It was never an issue of money. You just did it for the
joy of it.
You just always did it. But you always, if you asked for a few quid to go somewhere, you always got a few quid.
Yeah. You're never stuck.
But you never look for a wage at the end of the week. But nowadays, it's how much am I getting before they even start?
What time we finish at?
The family farm is very important from the point of view of access to labour. We're here beside Dublin City, where over the last number of years there would have been a huge demand for labour in Dublin City, in the building areas and things like that. So to try and employ somebody on a full-time basis was becoming very, very, very difficult. So one of the outlets that you could get was to use family labour more and more.
Our parents never pushed us into doing farming. It's just that we wanted to do it, so we'll be doing the same for ours. We won't be pushing them in, but it's there if they want to fall back on it. And that's the way it was left with us when we got into it. We were never told that's what they're doing. So
every day we come home from school, we'd forget about the homework and go out onto the farm.
It all depends on what the next generation are going to do.
They might have no interest in farming. Myself and Paul have 2 young sons coming on as well, so with the nephews, they should be able to keep it going after we're gone. So hopefully it'll be still here in 50 years' time.